Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a quick sit-down lesson through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Shai. And this is a title of the sit-down lesson is going to be whether they hear or forbear, And this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 7. In verse 7, through the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, "And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are the most rebellious," right? Because, right, we're going to speak the words of Yahweh Shai, because we are the mouthpiece, the true servants, the true prophets of Yahweh Shai, We are the ambassadors in the service, the prophets of Yahweh Shai, So, whether the children of Israel, that's in the world, still that they don't know that they are the children of Israel. And the children of Israel is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the speckled bird, Israelites as well, too, that's scattered through the four corners of the globe, Whether they hear the word or they forbear it. Because, like the scripture says, you prophesy unto the wind. This word, the word of Yahweh Shai, the true sound, the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai with the Holy Scriptures. The gospel is being preached through the four corners of the globe, and that's what you're seeing right now, So, we're going to prophesy in the wind, whether the children of Israel like it or not, or the other nations as well, too. That's outside of the nation of Israel, So, we prophesy these things, We prophesied the righteous things of Yahweh Shai, prophesied against Mount Seir, prophesied against modern-day Mount Seir, prophesied against Rome 2.0, prophesied against wickedness, and prophesied righteousness to be established on the planet Earth, That's why we're continuing to seek righteousness and speak the words of righteousness of Yahweh Shai according to the Holy Scriptures, And warning our people to wake up, because the times that we are entering in with the Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, famines, pestilence, class wars, and many other different type of things as well too. So, we preach these words, even they mock, scoff at the prophets of the men of the Lord, So that's why rather they hear or forbear, because these words are going to be brought out, and it's going to be preached out through the four corners of the globe, That's why you see the men of the Lord, the true servants, the true prophets of Yahweh Shai, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely, with meekness, humbleness, and sincerity, And whether the children of Israel, because the children of Israel, they are rebellious people, because they don't hearken unto the voice. They don't hearken unto the words of the Yahweh Shai. They don't consider, like the book of Hosea 4 and 6. For my people are foolish, and they are rebellious. They are a rebellious house. So that's why whether they hear or forbear, this word is going to be brought out through the four corners of the globe, and that's what you're seeing. As I brought out the book of Ezekiel 2 and 7, Right, and this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me." Right, Yahweh Shai made us a watchman. Yahweh Shai made his servants, his prophets, to warn the children of Israel for what's about to come on this planet Earth, because these are biblical prophecy times that we're living in. So, that's why the men of the Lord, the true servants, the true prophets, stay on that watchtower. We watch the news, we watch prophecies being fulfilled on the economic scale, war type, or clashes with the nations, or many different categories of situation, and relates to biblical prophecies, you know, especially on the economical side, especially in that as well too, with the famines that's about to come. So, that's why we're being on our watch. We're being on our tower constantly, because we are the watchmen of the house of Israel, and we're trying to warn and wake our people up because of what other times that we're about to enter into, like the scripture says, whether they hear or forbear, because it's going to be a remnant, and Lord willing, we part of that remnant, the true servants, the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, speaking these righteous words through the Holy Scriptures, That's why we are constantly be on our watch, because we are the watchmen of the house of Israel. That's why we do these sit-down lessons, try to edify our people to the best of our ability, whether they like it or not, they scoff and mock, whether they hear or forbear, because this is going to be prophesied through the four corners of the globe. It's going to be prophesied unto the wind, So that's why we are on our watch to the best of our ability, because, the men of the Lord, the true servants, the true prophets of Yahweh Yahushua, we are, roughly paraphrased, like scripture says, we are rehearsing the righteous acts, So that's why we are the watchmen of the house of Israel, because we are the true Israelites. We are the true lost sheep of the house of Israel, Like the scripture says, if you love me, feed my sheep. That's why we are the watchmen of the house of Israel, to warn our people these things for what's about to come, because we are living in biblical prophecy times, So yeah, hey, whether they hear or forbear, because 1/3 of remnant is going to be saved, and 2/3 of Israel is not going to be saved, So with that, I hope this quick sit-down lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, of Great Millstone, pushing His word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, pushing His word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom in a ball.